Bethany, you're muted. There you go. Here we go. Hello. There she is. Hi, Bethany. Hello, everybody. We're going to chit chat a little bit while we wait for everybody to join. We are so excited that you guys are all here for our Black Friday special live here at CutterPillar. I am Melody. I am here at the CutterPillar home offices. I've worked here for like 7 years. Bethany is joining us today. Bethany has joined us recently. We found her in Houston at Quilt Market, and we stole her and made her come join us.
I love how you tell people you stole me.
Well, we kind of did. We kind of did. I mean, you might have helped facilitate the theft, but we kind of stole you.
I came willingly.
You did. It's not like we had to like tie you up to steal you and drag you away.
No.
But she was there in Houston representing somebody else that she no longer. So we kind of stole you.
Yeah.
I think that's
no, it was great. And it was awesome to get to see you guys and meet you officially in person. You know, I've been CutterPillar fan for a while and saw your products other places that I get to venture off to. So I do a lot of like HSN and things like that. And I saw your products there one day when I was on air. So I came over and was like, how are things going? And I was just so excited to get to know you all. And now I'm a part of the team, which I just feel like
she was like, do you need me for anything? Can I come join you for anything?
I mean, I'll always ask.
But yeah. That is the best thing about you. But that's what, so we are so excited that we're here. We're so excited that everybody's joining us.
Yeah.
For those of you coming along, again, I'm Melody. I am here at CutterPillar headquarters. Bethany is in Nashville. I'm in Utah. So we're not super close, but we're super close, luckily. Yeah. And so we are here to talk about some of our Black Friday specials, which we're super excited about. It's kind of cool that now Black Friday happens all the time in November, it seems, which we're kind of excited about.
I like it because then come Thanksgiving, it's like I get to just kind of focus on family, and I've probably already got a lot of my shopping already done by then. And I'm just picking up some last minute things, or the things where my kid changes his mind and goes, oh, I need that, or I see something I want, you know? But yeah, no, I love that we get a head start on it because I feel like Thanksgiving is late this year.
It is. It's like a week later this year. My husband and I were just talking about it because I'm like, it's time for you to put your Christmas tree up. And he goes, well, I wait till after Thanksgiving to put mine up. And I said, not this year because Thanksgiving's a week later. So if you want to do it, you don't want me to do it, you better get going on it.
Yeah, no, mine went up like the weekend after Halloween. All of mine. Because I put up a lot.
We've talked about this before. And so our audience, you guys, our friends out there can find that about me and Bethany. I started decorating for Christmas in August. There is a particular tree for my husband that he has a Star Trek Christmas tree that he is in charge of. So if he puts that up, otherwise I'll do it. And I don't put the guys in the right places. So that's why. But again, as we're waiting for everybody to come in, welcome everybody. Yeah. Tell us where you're coming in from. We really appreciate it. We're excited to have y'all here. I'm hanging out with Bethany too much. I'm saying y'all more often.
I love it.
Let us know in the comments where you guys are from. We're just going to wait a minute or two more and see if we get some more people here. And then we're going to talk about our Black Friday specials we've got going on here at CutterPillar.
And aren't we doing a giveaway today?
We will be doing a giveaway today. So we will have one of our lucky viewers. One of our lucky viewers will get an amazing thing. And a couple of our other lucky viewers will get other amazing things. We're going to have several giveaways. And we're going to see how it goes. We may throw in extras as we go. You never know. But we do have a couple of giveaways planned for today as we go through our Black Friday specials. We're kind of excited about that.
Well, I want to give a lot of things away if we can, but I know we need to have as many people watching as possible. So if you're watching right now, go share this to your social media, tell your crafty friends to tune in that we're live right now. And we're going to be showcasing a lot of our products, but we're also going to be doing some fun giveaways. It's a fun way to celebrate it's Friday, y'all. Let's do this.
For sure. Yeah. It is Friday, isn't it? Days are mushing for me, but it is Friday.
Yay, we made it.
Yay, we made it to Friday. We made it through the week. That's amazing. All right. Well, we really appreciate again everybody for being here. So we have a great sale going on for Black Friday for CutterPillar. Everything on our site is on sale if you use the coupon code Black Friday. It's really great. You get a discount on every little thing, any little thing that you've been waiting to get. But the best thing is we have bundles put together that we have curated specifically for different kinds of crafts, different kinds of focus on crafts. We have embroidery ones, we have paper crafting ones, we have travel ones, we have I want all the things, get it all ones. And those bundles on the site are already on sale. So if you go there and you choose one of the bundles and use the coupon code Black Friday, that's like getting 2 discounts at once.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it's great. Like, I feel like our bundles, we have a lot of bundles and they will kind of mix and mingle different products because we have like a cohesive ecosystem of products that work very well together. And so we kind of created these different bundles for different types of sewing and crafting and whatever. So we've got paper crafting, we've got applique, embroidery, quilting, sewing, you name it. We've got a bundle for you to kind of help you figure out where you want to start with some of our products.
Yes. Yeah, we're super excited. You can use all of our stuff together and there's a super cohesive thing through everything because like one of the things that I love about CutterPillar products, and I've been here for 7 years, CutterPillar's been around for about 12, is we like to add light into things because our eyes are getting tired. So we like to add light everywhere we do products, and we're super, super excited about those kinds of things because we need that sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, it just makes it easier. It makes the process easier. I think.
Nathan, you have to put your password in first. Sorry.
Oh. No,
we're having a little bit of a technical glitch happening.
It's all good. I just feel like our products elevate your crafting and sewing experience. It makes it easier, makes you more efficient, makes you more precise, makes you enjoy the process better, easier on the eyes as well. So
yes.
I feel like you really can't go wrong. I do have to give a quick shout out because my mom is watching. She says hello from Bethany's mom in Nashville. She's literally like 3 miles down the road from me. But look, I even have a card here with her name on it.
I love that. I love that. Welcome, Bethany's mom. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Mom. That's fantastic. That's so fantastic. I love that.
So are we starting off with some paper crafting stuff
We are going to start off with some paper crafting stuff today. So I am going to talk about our paper crafting all-in bundle. That is just the paper crafting is where CutterPillar started. Mm-hmm. Paper crafting, we've been perfecting these products here for many, many years. And it is just unbelievable paper crafting. The paper crafting products are what brought me to work for CutterPillar. I've been in the crafting world working for 25 years or so. And my mother always told me to take a hobby and turn it into my career, which I did. And I'm so grateful for that. And so I started with paper crafting, and that is why we're here. So first of all, we're going to talk about the paper crafting all-in bundle. If you go to CutterPillar.com and find that, you will find that it is already on sale on a discount. Then you can use the coupon code Black Friday so that you can get an additional discount during Black Friday. So that's fantastic. Give me just one sec, Nathan. I think you need your Google password first on that. So anyway, so this is our Pro paper trimmer. This is our biggest one. This is our first one we ever made, and this is amazing. And there's a few reasons why it is the best paper trimmer out there, and I'm going to kind of go over those. First of all, you've got your rotating blade that is inside your cartridge here. And while it is in here, when you are doing your cutting, you are not going to accidentally cut yourself, because I can't tell you how many times I accidentally cut myself with my old paper trimmers. I used to use the big guillotine cutters, and I used to trim off my fingernails while I cut paper all the time. I used to use those little slide trimmers, and when I would open that up, I would nick my finger on the little blade, and I would bleed on my projects all the time. So that part is really beneficial for this. My grandson can use it. My husband can use it, although I try not to let either of them very often. But you can use that, and it's not going to hurt. The other thing that's really cool about it, it works on a gear system. So there is a gear track in the bar here, and there are gears in this cartridge here. And the gears are what rotates that blade. So I like to describe it kind of like it's a power saw or it's a tile saw, where the rotation is doing the mechanism is doing the rotation instead of you. When you find rotating blade cutters out there, you have to usually push down on this really weird spring-loaded thing to get it to cut. But this, because that mechanism is doing it, you don't have to do any pushing. You barely have to glide that along, and it'll do the cutting for you.
That's
it's really cool. The other part that's really cool, you've got a steel blade here on the side, and you've also got a blade inside the cartridge that rotates. And when those two rub against each other, it's kind of like when you sharpen a knife in the kitchen. It will not dull your blade. So they are self-maintaining blades. I have had my cutter for 8 years. Like I said, it's one of the reasons I came to work here, because I got one of these things. I've had it for 8 years. I've never replaced my blade.
Wow.
So it just continues to work and to work and to work. And there's nothing more frustrating when you're in the middle of a project and your blade goes dull and you can't get to the store, or they're out of the blade you need, or it's the middle of the night when we always seem to do our crafting. It's really frustrating when all that happens. Now, because of the way that mechanism works and because of the way that stays super sharp, you can cut down to about 1/64 of an inch. So you can get super, super tiny when you're cutting. So if you are doing paper crafting and you're matting a photo off center by just a tiny little bit and you need to fix that, and you try to pull your scissors out and that never seems to work, you can use your paper trimmer for that, because it also has this LED light bar. And this light bar will light up your cut line so you can see exactly where you're trying to make your cut. So you see there's a little shadow right there. Right there is where that cut's going to happen. So you can line everything up super accurately with this trimmer. And you can cut, like I said, down to about 1/64 of an inch. And you barely have to hold on to it. You barely have to hold on to the cutting blade. And it is so smooth. It will cut up to 100-pound cardstock. It will cut tissue paper. It will cut all kinds of stuff. So you can do all of your crafting right on here. It's really amazing. One of my favorite uses for this is, you know, those school photos that you always get that have all the little pictures all kind of stuck together on the big thing. You have to cut them apart. Well, maybe this is aging myself. I don't know. We used to cut them apart and give them to the grandparents for their wallets and things like that. You can use the light to see those lines, and you can make sure to cut those out accurately. It's an amazing thing. The other cool thing that this trimmer has is it has a full base. So the base measures out to 13 inches. So you've got about 15-inch base. And then it has a little storage drawer so you can put your projects in here that you're working on. It also has this extra little part right here. It has this extra little part right here where you can put like tools and things, but I like to hide my cash in there. Sometimes I hide snacks in there. It's how I hid money from my kids when they were teenagers. They never thought to look inside here. And neither does the husband. Unless they watch, then they might look now. They might go raid my craft room to try to look in all my things. But I like to steal Halloween candy from the kids and hide it in here, because then it lasts longer and then no one has to know. So it all fits right in there. So this is the Pro paper trimmer, the last trimmer you will ever need. It is amazing. So that is included in our paper crafting all-in bundle. So the next product that I want to talk about, it's another paper crafting product in our all-in bundle, is our crease scoreboard. So this scoreboard is probably the best one out there. There's a couple of reasons why. It doesn't have a color. So I have a hard time with some products that, I don't know, there's like glass mats and there's other things out there that are black, and when it's too dark to work on, but it's translucent and it's white. So it's really easy to see what you're working on this scoreboard. Your tools fit over here in the little compartment here. If you can show that right here in the compartment. So you're not going to lose them unless you forget to put them away, which of course we never would. So it comes with this ball stylus instead of a bone folder. So with the ball stylus, it's a really smooth score. So I like to do all of my like accordion folds when I'm making binding for my mini albums or anything like that. You can use the ball stylus instead. So it's a nice smooth score that way. But the other part that's really cool is this piece right here. This is our reverse scoring rule, is what we call it. So this is a piece that sets inside your tray here, and it has a little metal track right here. And what you do is you take the backside of your scoring tool here, and it fits over the top of this piece. Now, if I like to tell everyone, it feels really weird and it feels backwards from what you're supposed to do when you score, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. But when you do that, right now I am scoring 85-pound textured glitter paper or shimmer paper, and it will not crack no matter which direction you fold that. You can fold it in either direction and it won't crack through the paper. The other part that's really cool is you don't have to have an engineering degree to know which direction to score, because you take classes all the time and they're like, make sure you score with the grain or against the grain, or I never remember what the rule is, but it doesn't matter. You can score with the grain, you can score against the grain, you can score with the valleys in or the hills in, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to crack through your paper. So this is a really, really amazing scoreboard, and it is available in our all-in paper crafting bundle at CutterPillar.com. It's on sale right now, but if you use coupon code Black Friday, you also get an additional discount on that. So that is pretty fantastic. So those are included. Now, the thing about paper crafters and crafters in general, my belief is we have to have somewhere to put our stuff, right? Because everything has to have a cute little bag that goes with it. So this is our Pro Trimmer bag. So your Pro Trimmer will fit right in here. It's padded all the way around. You can use these little belts to hold the paper trimmer in here, and then your scoreboard can fit in the lid. So when you go to a class or you go to a crop or you go hang out with your friends, you can store everything right inside the bag. So that is fantastic because we all like to gather when we craft, if at all possible, right? So your paper trimmer, your crease can all go inside this tote bag, and all these pieces are included in that bundle. Now, the other one that's included in the bundle is our Glow Basic LED light board that comes with a self-healing cutting mat. So this is the Glow Basic, and this is where Bethany knows a lot about, because Bethany is an all-in crafter, but she's primarily a sewer and a quilter. And I'm going to get her to be a paper crafter very shortly, though. But this is our LED light board, kind of like a light box. It has adjustable lights, so you can change the intensity of that light. The cutting mat comes with it, but you can move that aside and you can do your crafting on here. You can do stamping and coloring and painting and diamond art and weeding vinyl and all kinds of stuff right there on there. And then it comes with a cutting mat. The cutting mat is textured on the back, so it doesn't slip around when you're using it. And then you can use X-Acto knives or rotary cutters, and you can cut pieces out right on top of here, which is really fantastic because you can see better what you're doing. The other thing I like to do is if I'm doing my card making, I like to do it on top of here because I like things to be straight. So I'll take my card base and I'll washi tape it down on the grid so I know that that is square. And then I'll take my other title piece or my border pieces, and then I can stick it right on here and overlap it and make sure that that is straight. So I know that if it's straight on both sides, that that's actually straight and square to the base of the card, which is a thing for me, but I love to be able to do that to make sure that it's lined up how I want.
I love it.
Great.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, you are going to make me a paper crafter. Actually, I kind of look at the paper crafting tools and think, how can I use them in my sewing?
Right.
And so like, I'm already thinking of like how I can already apply them to what I do. And one of the things I thought of with the paper cutter is I do a lot of like PDF patterns where you have to trim off the pages and then tape them all together to cut out your project, whether it's a bag making pattern or a garment pattern, which I do a lot of garments. And that can take time. I'm usually using scissors to cut all of that out. It takes forever. And I'm like, oh, that would be so much easier with that.
Right. Because can you really cut straight with your scissors?
No.
Yeah, me either. I can't do that.
It's sort of straight. Not really.
Yes. Right. Yeah, me either. I don't either. So there's one more piece in the all-in paper crafting bundle that I want to show you guys. Oh, no, actually, there's two more pieces. First of all,
Lynn said to come to the dark side, Bethany. LOL.
The dark side is fun, Bethany. You'll enjoy it here, I promise.
That's hilarious.
So, hey, Monica. So this is our tempered glass mat. So this comes with our all-in paper crafting bundle because this is our mixed media mat. This is really great for paints and inks and glues and alcohol inks when you're doing your paper crafting. Like I mentioned, there's another glass mat out there, but it's black and you can't see what you're doing. So this is clear, so you can set it on top of your Glow and the light will shine through. So you can do all that stuff right on here. It is scratch resistant. So if you get paints or inks or glue stuck on it, you can just scrape it off and it's not going to hurt the mat. It's also heat resistant. So you can use your embossing gun on here. You can use an iron on here. You can use all of that kind of stuff right on top of here as well. Let there be light. And it's super, super durable. You can throw it in the kitchen sink to wash it. Or like I said, if you get anything stuck on there, you can scrape it right off and it's not going to hurt. So
I know. I do love it. I do have the glass mat. Let me grab mine.
Yeah.
I think we did a live yesterday with another group of people, and I think we blew their mind with the ability to put an iron on this glass mat. As a sewist, I use my iron all the time. So to know that I can like set that down and literally take my little mini iron, turn it on, and like press right on this is just, it blows my mind. that I can do that.
I know it's fantastic. Like you can totally, and then like your heat embossing guns and all that kind of stuff.
Well, your hot
all those
glue
things you
guns,
can do right
all
on
of
top
that
of here,
stuff.
and you can do it on top of the light. Like that's the best part. Like you can do it on top of the light, so you can see what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
And because we like to put everything away in things here at CutterPillar, the other thing that comes with our all-in paper crafting bundle is our tote bag. So this will fit your Glow Basic, and this will fit your glass mat right in here. It's double padded. We've got a little pattern in there. And it's green, so you're not going to lose stuff down on the bottom like we do in the bottom of our purses, which is kind of fun. It's got an extra pocket for patterns or projects or paper packs or anything like that. And then a little pocket here on the front for your power cords and everything. We added a little tab in case you are traveling with it. You can slide it on your suitcase or your rolly cart. And then you get the briefcase handles as well as a shoulder strap. So this is a fantastic to store all of these products in as well as travel with them.
So you're saying that the all-in crafting bundle, paper crafting bundle, comes with 2 totes?
Yes, it comes with 2 totes.
That's amazing.
It comes with 2 tote bags that you can fill full of all kinds of stuff. It comes with the Pro paper trimmer, the crease scoreboard, the Pro tote that fits both of those items. It comes with the Glow Basic with the cutting mat. It comes with the tempered glass mat, and it comes with the tote bag that holds all of those things. So what I think we all need to do is like go to CutterPillar.com, find the all-in paper crafting bundle, print a little picture of it, hand it to our kids, hand it to our husbands, hand it to our friends. This is what I want for Christmas. Order it now because you get an extra discount with the coupon code Black Friday because it's already on sale. Stack those discounts.
That's what I do. I just text the link and any discount code and say, here you go. You got till today to get it, like or whatever.
You got to order it by this weekend and then you're good. Then you have all of the stuff. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. Perfect.
So that is our paper crafting all-in bundle.
Now, you guys, if you have any questions about any of these products that we're showcasing today or any products that we have that we're not showcasing today, we have them within reach. So don't hesitate to drop those questions in the chat. Or if you're using one of these products already, we'd love to hear your experience. Like, what do you love about it? What have you made with it? Like, that's going to give inspiration to everyone else watching. So please let us know how we can answer those questions in the chat.
Yes. And Gianna, we know this is a lot of information. We appreciate that. You are totally right. If you have any specific questions, please let us know. We are more than happy to answer those. But the video will also be recorded and saved, and you can watch it again on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. You can watch it all again later as well. But please, any questions at all, we are more than happy to answer those. We've been using these products for a really long time.
Yeah. Pam has a question. She says, does the glow just come in one size?
Hi, Pam. Actually, no. There are many sizes of glows, which we're going to talk about now.
Great question.
You are the perfect segue for us. Absolutely. We're going to talk about our sewing and quilting all-in bundle next, and we will talk about the other glow sizes with that. Yes. So we're going to talk about that now, and you can use that coupon code like we mentioned on CutterPillar.com. You can get anything. We suggest the bundles because that's the best deal for y'all, but you can use that coupon code Black Friday on any item on CutterPillar.com and get that discount. So make sure that we do that. Someone might need to remind me, how long are our Black Friday coupons going through? Monday? Tuesday? Monday? Sunday? Friday?
Sunday.
December 45th? Sunday. So they're good through Sunday. But I will tell you, we're low on stock on some of our items, so you don't want to wait too terribly long.
Mm-hmm. No,
for sure.
And Lynn commented and said, or you can just buy it and treat yourself instead of sending it to a family member. And Lynn, you are my spirit crafter. I live my life that way. I just, that's my motto too. So I love it.
Yes, I love that motto too, because honestly, like I've been married almost 30 years now, and that's really the easiest way to do it, because if you wait and they do it wrong, then that's a problem. So just do it yourself. I love that too. Yeah. But they always want to give me something. And so I'm always like, no, I have everything. So I try to give them a little something to tell us. We do have awesome products, and there are really great reviews on there. Thank you for mentioning that as well. Really positive comments out there. You can find reviews all over the place to see how much everybody loves our stuff. It's they're just phenomenal. Happy birthday, Jan. Thank you for that. That's amazing.
I've got a little segue if we're going into sewing, because I need to redeem myself a little bit. I may not do a ton of paper crafting, but I have done some cards.
Yes.
So I have made some cards, but these have a fabric that I've attached to them, and then I embroidered on them. So I know it might be a little backwards, but these I put out at the Thanksgiving place setting at the table.
I love that.
My family's names, my son's name, Brock. And so, I mean, and then on the inside, you can write like what you're thankful for, why you love them. But I have to show that I have mixed in some paper into my sewing crafting a little bit.
See, you are on the dark side a little bit already.
I dabble.
We love that. We love that. Lynn, we all need a hubby like that. I agree there. That's fantastic. And Jackie asked a question too. I want to answer. She asked if that glass mat will fit on top of any of the glows. And the answer is yes. It will fit on top of any of the glows. With the exception of the mini. I wouldn't do it on the mini because the mini's smaller than the glass mat, but the rest of them are all bigger than the glass mat. So if you have, let's say you have the Ultra Glow, which we're going to show in just a few minutes, and you have the glass mat, that will fit on one half of the lighted area sides. So you can have two surface areas to work on.
And something I learned yesterday from Melody was that I can leave my cutting mat down and put the glass on top. And as long as my iron and my heat stays in that glass area and doesn't cross into my mat, it's okay.
It is.
I initially thought I needed to take this away.
It is totally okay. You can iron right on top of it. So be careful not to iron like this, because then that heat transfers down. So iron right on top of your glass, right on top of your mat, or you can take the mat off if there's too many grid lines, because there's a lot of grid. So you can do that. But yeah, I'm going to grab my little applique piece here. So when you're layering your applique pieces, if you're doing your sewing projects, you can set that right on here. You can use the light, because of course that is the whole thing about the glow. And you can iron your projects right on top. So you can use that grid to line it up if you want. You can use the light to see what you're doing and line it up a lot easier. And you can layer your applique pieces and you can iron right on top of your glow and the glass mat. It's amazing. It's super amazing.
Are we jumping right into all of these?
We're jumping right in. So the sewing and quilting all-in bundle, we call it the sewing and quilting all-in bundle. However, there's many uses. It doesn't only have to be for sewers and quilters. So those paper crafters that are here, keep an eye on these things, because there are definitely uses for both kinds of crafting, all kinds of crafting with our stuff. And you can get anything on sale. Use that coupon code Black Friday. You can piece it out and get whatever individual items you want. But if you get the bundle, that's where the biggest savings come in. So either way works. So we'll go biggest to smallest today instead of smallest to biggest.
Because we already got the big one out.
We already got it out. So our all-in sewing and quilting bundle, first of all, includes our amazing Glow Ultra light board and cutting mat. It works similar to the basic that we just talked about. There are multiple levels of light. The thing about the Ultra, though, it is the biggest and the brightest. It has 4 levels of light instead of 3. So you have an extra level of light with this. And the cutting mat that comes with it covers the entire board. It doesn't stop where the light stops. It goes all the way to the edge. So if you're doing rotary cutting, you can cut straight across here. And the lighted area is 17 by 24. And the board is 19 by 26. So when you're sewing and quilting, you can roll a fat quarter out on this. And you can do that whole thing right on there. You can do a couple of blocks at the same time. And if you're a paper crafter, like I said, you can do this paper crafting stuff as well. Let me just grab this and show you. If you're working on your double page layout, both pieces will fit right on top of your Glow Ultra. So you can be working on both pages at the same time. And you can square up your titles and make sure that they're even going across, because when I'm doing my layouts, there's nothing that makes me more crazy than having a title that's 1/4 of an inch down on one side and 1/4 plus a 1/16 down on the other side. So you can use that light, you can use the grid, and you can make sure that your stuff goes from layout to layout. You can do 2 pages at a time right on top of here. So that's paper crafting, but I know Bethany uses it for other stuff.
I do. And I like the big size because I can truly do some bigger projects on it. But I want to call out real quick. We are both sitting in our own studios with bright lights on us, and look at how bright this thing still is. So just imagine in your home without all these bright studio lights on you, how bright this will get. So, I mean, it does get very bright, and I love that you have different settings. But I like to use these boards for foundation paper piecing and for quilting. So making a bigger project like this easily fits on the board. When I have the paper and I'm piecing it together, I can see my lines, I can make my folds, I can line up my fabric to make sure that I'm actually going to stitch it in the right place, because nothing's worse than stitching foundation paper piecing in the wrong place. And then I can make these really fun projects like this. Another one that I started a project this past weekend, and of course I haven't finished it. You know how it goes. But I got this kit. It's a Christmas quilt kit, and I've got all of my little half square triangles, and I'm piecing them together to make these blocks. Obviously, I've only made half of a block. I've gotten so far in this. But one of the things I love about this kit is it came with a panel. So, every other block is going to be pieced, and then the blocks that aren't going to be pieced are these like panels, right? How pretty is this? I am so excited to make this. So I actually have to cut out each of these circles into a square, so it's going to alternate with my pieced blocks. But I've got one shot at getting these cut perfectly. I don't have another backup panel. So, I mean, I truly know I'm going to be using this Glow Ultra to do that. I'm going to line it up, square it up with the ruler on the mat, and then I'm going to use my ruler and my clamp, which we'll talk about in a minute, and really square this up so I get the perfect cut every single time. So all of my squares for these blocks are perfect. So, I mean, I feel like there's so many every day. I feel like there's something new I feel like I can use this big mat with, because I do some bigger projects. I mean, I love it. I'm here for it.
I'm here for you too. I love that. I think that's really fantastic. And I just want to back up on what you said just for a second. And then I want to say one more thing. Leave your panel out, because I want to say one more thing about that in a second. But as Bethany's talking about these bright lights, we do have bright lights in here. And Bethany, I know your sewing room has pretty good lighting. My crafting room has pretty good lighting. But I was finding that I was the one causing shadows on my projects. It was making it really hard for me to be able to see what I was doing. I was trying to get around myself so I could see what I was working on. But when that light comes from below, you don't have any of those shadows anymore. So there's another thing that comes with this all-in sewing and quilting bundle that Bethany could use to cut those panels out perfectly when she's doing it. And that is these glow magnets. So these are super strong neodymium. I never say it right. I always question.
I don't even try. I don't.
Earth magnets. So they're super, super strong. Now, you can't use them on their own on the Glow Ultra, but what comes also in the package, which is amazing, are these little plates. So we have these little self-adhesive plates that you can stick to the back of your Glow. So if you take this little magnetic plate, you stick it on the back of your Glow Ultra, you will turn it into a magnetized board. So you're able to hold your fabric down, Bethany. So when you're going to cut those and you only have one shot at it,
I got one chance.
Stick your plates on the back, and you can cut it. So the little blue part here is self-adhesive. If you want to see this from above here, you can see that this is sticky. So that you can stick on the back. You don't have to. You can just set it on the back like this if you don't want to permanently fix it to the back yet. And then you can stick it right behind there, and you can use your magnet, and you can hold your project up right like that.
No,
so you can hold that fabric down, Bethany, while you're trying to square it all up and make sure it doesn't slip, because that's the problem I have with those kinds of things. I will bump it and I will make it slip. And
or
then
I have to too hard again. And it like my rotary slides, and then
yes.
Sure.
So these in this all-in bundle, you also will get 6 of these little magnetic plates that you can stick wherever, and 2 of these magnets. So this will help hold your projects down when you're using it, which is so, so fantastic.
I'm super excited. So Carla
asked what size is the now Carla, I want to make sure I answer the correct thing, because we've got a bunch of CutterPillar products. The Glow Ultra Light board that we're talking about right now, the board itself is 19 by 26, and the lighted area is 17 by 24. If you were talking about the paper cutter or the Glow Basic, if you're talking about the Glow Basic that we showed a little while ago, the board is 13 by 19, and the lighted area is about 12 by 17. So that is the Glow Basic. If you were talking about our cutter, our paper cutter, the base is about 15 by 15, and it's about, I don't know, I think 3 inches thick, but you can do a full 12 by 12 sheet on here. It can go further than that. The cutting area is about 13 inches. So you can cut those right there. So I hope I answered what you were asking.
Carla says, I want the big one. So I think she means this.
Yes, I understand. Yes. So, yes, Carla, I want you to have the big one as well. So the magnets are strong enough to hold a stencil down for when you're doing inking and blending on your light board. So you can put that on your glass mat, you can put it on your board, and you can use your stencil, and you can do all of that stuff right on there. The magnetic, so the thing about the Jana, thank you for that question. So they are adhesive. So when you stick it down, it's going to be stuck down. Can you get it off? Probably, but once it cures and it gets stuck there, it's going to stay in that place. So when I first got mine, what I've decided to do is not stick it down because they work just fine without having to stick it down. So I just set it on the back, and because it depends on how big of a project I'm doing, right? If I need it in the middle, or if I need it out on the edges, or if I need it here or there. So I just set it there and do it. So in that sense, totally repositionable because that's how I do it. I don't want to, I can't commit to where I want them.
And I'm over here going, I'm just going to cover the whole back of the board with them.
You can, because you can get extras on our website and you can get a discount for Black Friday because you can buy anything individually. So you can go buy like 27 packs of these if you want, and you can cover every surface in your house and make everything magnetized if you want to. For sure. So the other thing that is included, and we talked about it a few minutes ago as well, we'll just do it now because we've already got it out. So you get the tempered glass mat included in the all-in sewing and quilting bundle. So as we mentioned, I just want to mention it again, that the tempered glass will fit on half of your lighted area on your large Glow Ultra. So you can iron right on top of here. You can put your applique down. You can iron your pieces right on here. You can paint and ink and glue and all that stuff. I use my glass mat on top of my light when I'm doing my hot glue gun all the time because, again, I can't see very well. So then the hot glue drips onto the glass and I just scrape it off. I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't scratch. I can do all that stuff right on top of the glass, on top of the light. So I'm a little flustered because I usually do a different order of these things when I talk about them, but that is okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to talk about all the things.
I have to say, you know, I mentioned the foundation paper piecing, and anybody who's familiar with it, if you're wanting to get into it, this setup will set you up for like perfection and success with foundation paper piecing because it is a little bit of a mind twister. So you're basically painting or sewing, sewing by number. It's just like painting by number, and you're following a paper stencil. So I left the paper on the back of this one so you could see it. And then you're sewing it so that the fabric is on the opposite side. And when you're done, you tear all of that away. But the part that gets a little tricky is you're having to line up the fabric and then fold the paper to crease it and then fold the fabric to crease it. So having this really helps you see to make sure that your fabric is lined up with your lines so that you're getting the right coverage of to build your blocks. But then after you stitch it on, you have to fold it back and press it and keep it smooth. Right. And you're literally folding, sewing, pressing, folding, sewing, pressing over and over and over again to build these blocks. And to be able to have it all right here, right where your sewing machine is, it just makes it so much faster and much more enjoyable process. So you get to really set up a station that works in your favor. And that's one specific example of why I love these boards.
Because then it helps you finish faster so you can get more projects to do, right? You
only have like this much time between all the other activities and responsibilities and everything. And we got to squeeze in the fun crafting when we can. And this is one of those fun projects that I love because I can do it pretty quickly when I'm set up like this.
Yeah, that's amazing. And looks like we have another question. Does the cutting mat come with all sizes of the Glow? Yes. Every single Glow light board that we have comes with a translucent self-healing cutting mat. The Glow Ultra covers the entire area of the board, and all of the cutting mats are textured on the back. It's hard to see the texture on the camera, but they're textured. So they're kind of bumpy on the back side so that when you are cutting on it, it will not slip around when you're using it.
No, it doesn't move
a rotary cutter and it will not move. So that is pretty fantastic. And Julie asked us which board is the brightest. I'm going to tell you that the two brightest boards are both included in our all-in bundle. And I'm going to tell you this other item that's included in here because I think it's a little bit of a toss-up. I'm torn between which of these two are brightest, right? You guys look at it and you tell me what you think. I think this is the brightest setting. Make sure. So this is the brightest setting of our Glow Ultra right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one that comes with it is our Glow Elite Mini. And the reason we call it that is because it's built a little bit different. It's built with plastic casing all the way around. So it's super duper lightweight. Like this, you can toss around. You can play football. Don't do that, but you can throw it in your purse or whatever. This one also has 4 levels of light. And so when you light up the Glow Mini, I think the Glow Mini might be a titch brighter than the Glow Ultra.
Just a little. What do you guys think? Just a little. But it's so little. Very little.
It's not a lot, but I think it might be just a titch brighter. But these two boards are our brightest ones. Because here we've got, well, I unplugged the basics, so it's not going to work. Nathan's going to hand me a Glow Premium. We have a Glow Premium. This is our Glow Premium, and this is available on our website as well. You can buy it by itself. It's not included in these bundles we're talking about today, but this is our portable one. This one has an internal rechargeable battery, so this does not have to be plugged in. So you can use this without, and that is the lightest setting that one has. So if you've got the Mini on top of the Premium, you can see that that's super bright. Like the Mini, I'm going to vote Mini. I think it's the Mini. I think the Mini's the brightest.
It's nice to be able to unplug and not be attached to a cord, and that's why I do like the Premium. But
yes,
being plugged in gives you that extra juice that a battery can't give you, and that's the main reason why you're going to get a little bit brighter with these two boards.
Absolutely true.
But in these two, the Ultra and the Mini also come with mats that go edge to edge.
Yes.
Which I like to point out because I really like the edge to edge. The basic and the Premium have mats that come to that just fill the lighted
area. Right.
Yeah. Yes. So that's some of the differences between them. But again, you really can't go wrong, and you get to figure out what's going to work best for your craft and your sewing. I feel like I'm telling ghost stories. Does it look like
I know. Well,
shadows?
I kind of think they make us look cuter too when we've got the light glowing from below. It makes us look cute. Like it's
the
like
ultimate like beauty light.
The beauty light. Yeah. We had another question about the glass mat and whether it comes. The glass mat is a separate piece. It's an additional mat. If you are buying individual things, the tempered glass is an additional thing over separate from it, but it will fit on all of the boards. Not the Mini. Don't use it on the Mini because the Mini is smaller than the glass, but it will fit in half of the lighted area of your Glow Ultra, and it will fit on either the Glow Premium or the Glow Basic, and it will cover the entire lighted area of those. So either of those, and the Premium is fantastic to use because, like you said, because it is cordless. Mm-hmm. You can take it on the go. You can do it wherever. My story right now about how much I love the Glow Premium is I had to watch the Super Bowl, which I do enjoy football, but sometimes I don't care about who's playing. And so I just sat with the Glow Premium on my light. This is the thing about it. When you charge that up, it will last for 4 hours. The light will last for 4 hours off the cord. I got to craft the entire Super Bowl and just watch the commercials and the halftime show and not care about the rest right on my lap.
Well, right, didn't you just like craft on a plane?
I did. I told that story a little bit yesterday. My best friend and I travel the country to these shows, and we really enjoy seeing everybody. We were at a show in Florida, and we took a nighttime flight home. But we were super jazzed after it. We bought some, I did, some Christmas ornament diamond art. And we started doing it while we were there. And we didn't quite finish. And she knows me well enough to know that if I don't finish the craft when I start it, it's never going to get done. So we brought our light boards on the airplane. And it was a nighttime flight. So some people were a little angry with us because we had the lights on. But most of them went to sleep. So it was just fine. But we did our diamond art on the plane. Sitting in our seats, and people around us tried to like put pillows in their bags in between the seats.
I mean, they are bright.
Yeah, but we did do that. You can do that. That's the thing that's great about these. And really, you could do that on the plane with the Mini. We've done it with the Mini too, because you can plug. The plug is a wall block as well as the USB. We've plugged the USB port into the little TV, like you're charging your phone on the plane, and it will power your light board. So we were able to do that too.
I love it.
Yep.
I do like.
Please let us know if you guys. If anyone has any other questions, we'll make sure to answer those. Anything, we're happy to do anything. So any of those questions. So we're going to talk about some more items that come in our paper, not our paper crafting. We did that one. Our sewing and quilting all in bundle. So we've got the Glow Ultra, we've got the tempered glass mat, we've got the magnets and the plates, and we've got the Glow Mini, right? So far, that's what we've got. Yeah. So the other thing that comes with it, Bethany showed it a little bit. It is our little clamp. This is our lighted clamp ruler clamp. So this is really great so that you can stick this. It will attach to any smooth ruler with a little lever right there. And this will help. These clamps are really great to keep your fingers out of the way. I don't have strength enough in my hands to hold the rulers anymore. So it's really great to be able to have a grip on this. And you're not usually cutting up higher, but when you're cutting down lower, when you hold this, you're using these muscles to hold it instead of your finger muscles to hold it. The finger muscles are just not as strong as your arm muscles are. So you can do that. Now, all of that part is worth having one of these clamps, but the part that's even cooler is Bethany already turned hers on. It has a light. So it has 2 different light levels. So you can turn that on and you can light up what it is that you're working on, and it is rechargeable. So there's a little port here that you plug it in, and then you can use that and you can see better.
I know. I love this. We were talking about it yesterday. This light, when you point it towards the side of the ruler that you're going to be cutting on, it casts like the perfect little shadow just off the edge of your ruler to follow as like a guide. So when you go to cut, you get a nice, perfectly straight cut every single time. I don't feel like I have to push down a whole lot with the weight because my hand is elevated off the ruler. I get a perfect cut, and I don't run the risk of my rotary cutter. By the way, I closed it. My rotary cutter jumping the ruler and cutting my hand if my hand was on the ruler, which I have had happen before. I feel like a lot of us can relate to that happening. So just know, like, elevating your hand is a safety thing. It also gives you more control over your ruler. I'm less likely to lose my ruler. I set these down all over the place in my sewing room, and then I'm going, where is my ruler? So, I mean, I'm less likely to like lose it if it's got the light on still. But the light definitely helps, and I love it. And it's great for different size rulers. You've got it on a long one. I've got it on a square one. And it's so easy to take on and off.
Yes.
And it's so much fun.
Yep. And that the 2 levels of light are also really great. I really like that there's multiple levels on everything, because sometimes, as I mentioned earlier, we are crafting in the middle of the night because that's the only time we have. You don't need it all the way bright at that point, because then people are going to figure out you're still awake. You got to keep the lights low when you're doing stuff like that. So then you can dim it down.
I also love that, like, this is universal. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't matter. You can use it either way. So if you're cutting with your left hand, you can position it for your right hand. And
because you can point that any direction that's comfortable for you, you can stick it down.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
This is a must-have.
It really is. So the next product that we have that's included in our all-in sewing and quilting bundle is our amazing little Flex sewing machine light. Now, we call this the Flex sewing machine light because you can stick it to your sewing machine. I'm going to step over to the side and show you. You can stick it right onto your sewing machine. And then there's this little neck so that you can point it wherever you need it. Bethany's got it on hers as well. But you don't have to just use it for that, which is really cool about it. So it's got multiple light levels as well. So it's got 3 different light levels. So you can adjust that light setting. And like I mentioned, you can point this wherever you need that extra light. If you're threading your needle, if you want it behind the foot, so you can line things up in front of the foot or whatever. But what I use it a lot for as well is I take it out of it comes with this little cradle, and this little cradle is what attaches to your machine with a little piece of Velcro, right? But a lot of times I will take it out of the cradle and I will set it on my desk because I can point that light and I can read the Lego instruction books with my grandson because they're hard to read. They are small. They're hard to see. Yeah. We build Legos on the light board because I can see the pieces easier that way. But you can use it as a reading light. You can use it if you're doing handwork. You can use it to see when you're sticking your stickers on your cards, when you're doing paper crafting, when you're doing all these things. It's an amazing little versatile light. My husband stuck it on his power saw. Yeah, that's a great question. Where would you place this light? Besides, let's think of that. Where else could you place it? Not a sewing machine, not on a table. What else could you? We talked yesterday. I don't know if we have any repeat people, but Bethany had a little epiphany that you could take it to a concert, which would be super fun. Then because you can use your phone to like video things, and then you can use this at a concert, which would be super fun. I'm taking this the next time I go to the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
If they would tour again, that would be awesome. But where else do you guys think? Like, what else do you think you could do it? If you were a quilter, it would be a must-have tool. I agree. Yeah, it would be fantastic.
I know.
What do you think, Bethany?
I will be using this when I do my manicure because I'm always struggling to get good light. So I love that you set it up on the table and I can like see my nails. I do my own nails and it's just nice. I also crochet, and I love to crochet like at the end of the day. I get in bed, I have a little project I keep next to the bed that I just like never gonna finish because I just keep slowly working on it. And it's kind of my wind down craft while I watch TV. But I like to not have the bright lights on. So just to have like a little light like next to me that I can position to see what I'm crocheting without like turning all the lights on in the room. I will definitely be using it for that. So I'd love to see what you guys come up with.
You could do what Lynn mentioned, reading in bed at night. You can take a little piece of Velcro and you can stick it on your headboard so it can come over the top of your shoulder while you're either crocheting or reading in bed. I think that's great. Under the kitchen sink repairs, that is not something I love to do, but I have done that, and that's a super good idea for this because it's hard to get a light up in there.
You know, I seem to drop things in my car between the seat and the console, and I can never find it. And I'm like always looking for it and having to get up under the seat.
I love that. Yeah. Bethany, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I am going to show you guys the next item that comes in our all-in sewing and quilting bundle. That is our rotating cutting mat. So this is we call it the swivel. It is amazing. It is translucent. So you can set it on top of your light board to use, and that light will shine through the same as it does the other cutting mats. It rotates on a ball bearing. So it's nice, smooth rotation, but it also has little stoppers so that when you're cutting on it, it will not continue to rotate. That's an issue I've had with other ones. It seems that the issue with other rotating cutting mats are either they don't rotate or they keep rotating, right? Like either they keep going when you need it to stop, or you can't really get it to spin.
And then it doesn't feel safe, right? Because you're using a rotary cutter, your hand is right here, and you're like, this is going to get away from me, and I'm not going to get a straight cut, or I'm going to cut my finger, and it just like makes you nervous. But I love this because it really does. You don't have to put a lot of weight on it. It literally just stops spinning, and it's not spinning, and I can cut my fabric, and then I can spin.
And then you can spin.
It is like a fidget spinner.
It is kind of like a fidget spinner for sure. So when you're doing your blocks and you're doing your squares, you can do about a 10-inch square on this really easily. You can cut it, you can turn it, you can cut it, you can turn it. You don't have to keep repositioning your items. You can just kind of do it that way, which is amazing. The cutting mat is also reversible. You can cut on both sides of it. So you can use the side that you can read the numbers and everything on to use your ruler and all that stuff. Then you can use the other side when you're using like a square ruler like Bethany has, where the measurements don't matter quite as much, and that's the size you're doing. So you can do templates and rulers on the back side because you can cut on both sides of it. It's super thick. Yeah, and because we do like other uses, we do like other uses for our stuff. If you don't have the cutting mat on it, you can use this at your next party. You can do your charcuterie on it because they can spin things around. You can put your drinks on it. Candy for the Super Bowl.
The cutting mat that comes with this is thick.
It is. It's super thick.
Like it is so nice.
Yeah, it's an amazing. Yeah, it's super thick. It's really great. So that is our swivel rotating mat, and that comes in your all-in sewing and quilting bundle that you can get at CutterPillar.com. It is on sale already. Use coupon code Black Friday and get an additional discount through Sunday. So make sure you go and do that. Now we have another product that is included in our all-in bundle, which is one of our newest products, which is really phenomenal. And I'm going to have to move some of this stuff out of the way so I can show it to you in all of its glory, right? Because it is one of the coolest things that I have seen in my crafting experience in a long, long time. It is so, so cool. Okay, so I'm going to set down my premium and my glass mat. Okay, so let's say you live like I do, and you have a crafting room, and you enjoy crafting in there, but it is full of so very many things that you sometimes do not have space to craft, right? So sometimes I have to go to a different part of the house, to the dining room table, to the floor in the living room to do some of my cutting. So this is our flip and foldable cutting mat. So the things that are super, super cool about this is it starts out 11 by 17. So you can do some of your small cuts right on top of here, some of your small project right on here. But if you need a little more space, if you're doing a bigger piece, you take it and you can flip it right open, and you can cut on your 17 by 22 grid, but it's 24 inches wide. So you can cut right on top of here as well. Then let's say you need a little bit more space. Or you're at a crop or a class or an expo or a retreat, and your friend forgot their cutting mat. You can open that up and you've got 17 by 48 and you can cut on this. There are little puzzle pieces. You want to make sure those are snapped together and you're on a flat surface. And when those are snapped in together, then you can cut right along that big one. So that is 17 by 48. Now, wait, there's more. You can open that up one more time. So that is 36 by 48. So you can have a full-size cutting mat. So when your room is too full and you have to cut on the dining room table, you can put this all out on there and you can do all of your cutting. But then when you need to put it away because people want to eat dinner, you can fold it right back up. And this is all the space it takes up when you are storing it or traveling with it. It is amazing.
Now this is made with a different kind of material, right?
It is. So it's made from a material called TPE. Most cutting mats are made with PVC, which, to be honest, toxic. The TPE is non-toxic. We did some laser cutting on trying out some regular cutting mats in our offices. Whew, that was not lovely. So you don't have that issue with this. It also doesn't warp. So like we left it in the hot car now I know parts of the country are way hotter than Utah in the summertime, but it's a very dry heat here. So it gets super scorching hot we left it in the car for weeks. It doesn't warp when you do that. So not that it's heat resistant enough to iron on it. So don't do that, but it doesn't warp. And then like your big cutting mats, I don't know what you do with yours at your house, Bethany, but I try to like lean them behind the couch or behind the table or something. They always get that curl in them. And so they never lay flat again after that. Yeah. So with this, you don't have that issue because this is how it stores.
No, and well, in my sewing room, this is my studio, but in my sewing room, I have like a big cutting island. So I have a mat that fits on there, but it's only so big. Right. And sometimes I need something bigger. So I was telling you yesterday, like I make quilted coats out of pre-made quilts that I've been gifted or whatever, thrifted. And I lay those out on the floor in my living room because I want to fussy cut those pieces to get them lined up perfectly for my quilted coat I'm going to make. But I'm cutting right on top of my rug and I'm always nervous I'm going to cut my rug. And so now I have a mat that is big enough to put down under my quilt so I can have something to cut on that's going to keep my rug safe, but also make it easier to cut out my pattern pieces. And then when I'm not using it, I can just fold it up. And just to point out, we were talking about how these pieces join. You know, you've got these little tabs for puzzle pieces. And I've worked with mats before that like joined in a different way, not this way. And I get this gap and then I get a miscut when I go over it. But when you put these puzzle pieces in place perfectly, you don't even really see that gap. There's no gap. It goes away. It like disappears. So when you cut, you don't get a miscut. I took this to Sewing Club, my monthly sewing club that meets once a month on Saturdays. We met last Saturday and I brought this for the first time. And, you know, when I get there early, you know, people kind of come in throughout the day. And so I had it spread out like the full size on 2 tables so that multiple people could use it and share. So I could be cutting on one side and someone could be cutting on the other side and it was plenty big to share. But then as people started to come, we needed more table space. So I just folded it in half and then we still had a cutting mat, but we had an extra seat for someone to sit at and sew. So I love the versatility of it and how portable it is.
I do too. And that's very nice of you to share with your friends, Bethany.
Oh, I always love sharing.
That's amazing. Since we're talking about our awesome flip and fold cutting mat that we have, that is basically 5 cutting mats in one, we are going to talk about our first giveaway. So one of you lucky viewers get to win this amazing flip and fold cutting mat. Flip and fold self-healing cutting mat. All of our cutting mats are self-healing. So Bethany is going to pick a question. So
way to put me on the spot.
Yeah, we're going to put Bethany on the spot. So we need you to put a number 5 in the comments if Bethany asks them a question.
Woo!
We're getting everybody's fingers warmed up so that you can, win the prize. So
put the number 5 in the comments if you need a mat for your next sewing retreat, expo, class, project, whatever. If you need a mat, a new cutting mat, just put the number 5 in.
Put the number 5 in there. I think that's so great. And while we're waiting for all those number 5s to show up, because I'm betting everybody does, the other thing that's super cool about this that I've started to do, I don't know if you've tried this yet, Bethany.
No.
But with what is included in the all-in bundle, if you take your little self-adhesive and use your little magnets, it will work on your flip and fold.
That's perfect for, I love that.
Yeah.
And I also want to point out on the back, there's a QR code. So when you get this and you're going, how do I open this? And which way does it go? You can scan this and there's a video that walks you through all the different ways to open and close it and everything.
Yes.
And so I definitely wanted to point that out, so that there is a QR code. So whenever you go to use this, even if you pull it out like every once in a while or travel with it, you have a little reminder of all the different mats you can make with this one.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. And we're seeing a lot of 5s come in, and I agree. I could use a new one as well. I love that. You can add as many 5s as you can, your little fingers can do. So keep adding those 5s if you need a new cutting mat, if you need a new crafting mat, because it's not only for cutting. You can set it out on the table to protect your dining room table while you're doing other crafts too, right? Like put little 5s in there.
What about for puzzles?
For puzzles, that's a great idea.
We come up with a new idea every time we do these.
Every time we talk, you come up with new things to use. I love that. That's so great. Okay. I love seeing all those 5s. That is fantastic. So, okay. So we are going to announce a winner. If you are the lucky winner that wins this beautiful flip and fold cutting mat, I need you to send me an email to melody@cutterpillar.com with your mailing address. Now, Melody is spelled with 2 E's because my parents did not want me to get a magnet or a mug with my name on it ever. I'm still bitter about that. So it's Melody, MELODEE @cutterpillar.com. That's where you're going to send your address if you are the lucky winner of this amazing flip and fold cutting mat. It won't be this exact one that I've been touching, but we'll get you new.
Yeah, I'm not giving mine away. Sorry.
No.
We'll send you a new one.
No, this is staying here. This particular one is staying here. So we are going through and picking a winner right now. And the random winner of the flip and fold cutting mat is MSLYNNB, Miss Lynn B. Miss Lynn B. You win the flip and fold cutting mat. Yay! Congratulations. Make sure you send me an email to melody@cutterpillar.com with your shipping address, and we will get you a flip and fold mat sent right out for you. So thank you so much. That's so exciting. So I think we covered. We're going to have more giveaways. I always say, like you guys can hear who's in here with me, but we're going to have some more giveaways in a little while, but I want to go over, our bundles one more time before that. But before I even do that, there's one more item in our all-in sewing and quilting bundle that
how did
we need to talk about. We don't want to forget that. It's over here because you need somewhere to put all your stuff. And we love a place to put things here. So this is the bag. This is the tote and storage bag. And honestly, every single item in this all-in bundle will fit inside this bag.
I can vouch for that because I literally took all these things to Sewing Club last weekend in this tote.
The bag. So you can store it in the bag. You can travel with it in the bag. You can put all of it right in here. So the bag is really awesome. It is double padded. So both sides of the bag is padded and it has reinforced corners on the bottom. So that keeps it really nice. It also has these little rubber feet on the bottom. So if you need to store it upright, you get a little more stability in that, which is amazing. So it's also got a full pocket that covers the entire, it covers the entire bag. This pocket covers the whole thing. So you can put all kinds of stuff in there. The swivel fits in there with the mini, with the flip and fold, with all kinds of things. The glass mat, you can put all those other things in there or in the main pocket. Patterns, projects, paper kits, all that stuff can go right in there. And then you've got a little front pocket for your power cords. So you can keep those all in one nice little place as well. And then it has the little extra tabby thing here. So if you need to slide it on a rolly cart or a suitcase, that is for that. But it also, if you are carrying it like to Sewing Club, instead of putting all the weight on your shoulder, you can release some of that weight and you can hold on to that the way Bethany's showing you right there. So you can carry it that way, which is really nice to do because sometimes, especially if you fill it with all of this stuff, it's going to be a little bit heavy. It's going to get a little heavy.
But I don't feel like it's horrible and unmanageable. I actually had this tote full and I had our other tote full with everything, not just what's an all-in bundle. And between the two, I was fine. I had both on one shoulder. hauling a cart full of sewing machines and projects and everything. That's what you do at Sewing Club.
That's what you do, right?
But it was worth it because everybody had so much fun with all of this, and then it all packed right back away, and then like came home and it was perfectly safe and sound. So
it's perfectly safe and sound. And if you need to pack it away in your house, if you don't have a whole room that you can leave everything out all the time and you need to put things away, it's a great space to put everything. So I'm going to go over one more time everything that's included in the all-in sewing and quilting bundle that you can go get at CutterPillar.com. It's already on sale, which is fantastic, but use coupon code Black Friday, get your additional discount through Sunday. Make sure you go do that. So first you get your tote bag. Do what? I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So when you go to the website, thank you. Nathan is here reminding me of things that my brain tends to forget. The Black Friday code actually will give you a little better of a discount than if you use the code that you find on our website. Because you guys joined us here at the live, use that code Black Friday. That's an additional actually 5% over and above what our general population Black Friday coupon code is.
Oh,
so
well,
if you go to our website,
you're going to see that. Nathan. Thank you, Nathan.
Well, I might have done it. No, yeah. So you're going to see don't give Nathan that credit. You're going to see the Black Friday coupon code on our website, but don't use that one. Use the code Black Friday because you're going to get 20% off instead of 15% off. And if you're getting a bundle, then you're getting amazing. So
a little extra.
Yes. So everything that's included is your tote bag, storage bag for all of your stuff, right? So you get the bag, you get the flip and fold cutting mat where you have 5 cutting mat sizes in one. You get your Glow Ultra Light board that comes with the self-healing cutting mat. It's got 4 levels of light and the self-healing cutting mat comes with it. You get the swivel that Bethany's showing right there. There's my swivel. You get your swivel. You get your clamp light, your little clamp light here, not the ruler, but the clamp light. You get your magnets and plates. You get your little magnets and plates so that you can make anything magnetized that you want. You get your Glow Mini, Elite Mini that already has the magnets built in or the plates built into it. So I don't know if I said that. Did I talk about that?
We didn't even talk about
I might not have talked about that. That's the cool thing. I know we were busy like comparing brightnesses between the light boards. It totally messed me up. So when you are doing your projects on your Glow Mini, let's say you are tracing, you're tracing your cute little pattern, right? You can stick that right on here. You can use your magnets and that will hold it down. So you can trace right on top of there and it'll hold your projects down. So that Glow Mini comes with it.
The Glow Mini has the magnets built in. So we don't have any of those flat ones on the back.
We don't, but you could stick more if you wanted to.
You could.
Yeah. And then you also get the tempered glass mat. And that you can put on any of our Glow light boards except the Mini, and you can iron right on top of that if you're doing your sewing and quilting. This is all of our stuff. You can see it all on the screen right now. You've got the Glow Ultra tote, the flip and fold mat. You've got the magnets and the plates and the tempered glass and the Mini and the flex light. I almost forgot the flex light, the clamp light, the swivel. Oh my gosh. You know what? If you need to outfit your crafting room, like this is the creme de la creme. This is everything you need for every project you might ever think of.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're set up for success. You're set up for success for anything. So like today I'm quilting. Tomorrow I'm making a garment. Maybe I'm doing some paper crafting, Lynn, to the next day. Who knows? But I'm set up for everything that I could possibly want to do with this bundle. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the thing that I want to remind everyone. We talked about this right at the beginning. Use the coupon code Black Friday to get additional discounts on top of the bundle that we're talking about here, this all-in bundle that we're talking about. But there are many bundles on our website, many bundles. We're only able to talk about a couple of them today, but we have a bestseller bundle that includes the Glow Premium and the Glow Tote and the Flex Light and the Glass Mat. That's our bestseller bundle. You can get that. That's already on sale, and you can use your Black Friday coupon code to get an additional 20% off of that. We have a travel bundle where you can get the Glow Mini and the flip and fold and the bag so that you can take that to your next crop or sewing club or event. And that's on sale right now as well. So make sure you check out the bundles. We've curated them So there are travel bundles, there's embroidery bundles, there's sewing bundles, there's paper book crafting bundles, there's card making bundles. There are all kinds of bundles that you can find on there. They're all on sale. Use that coupon code Black Friday and you can save an additional 20%. Now, if let's say you are one of our biggest fans and we appreciate you all so very much and you already have a lot of these things, let's say you have all the things except the swivel, you can still go and get just the swivel and use that coupon code and get 20% off of that. So you can get any of the products individually in the bundles that we've curated, in the bundles that we're talking about today, any of those. And if you guys have any questions about anything, put those in the comments and we'll be happy to answer those as well. We have lots and lots of fun stuff. Like I wish we could spend all day talking about every single thing.
I mean, we easily could.
We could. We totally could. But I just want to go over one more time before we answer the rest of your questions and let y'all go about your day. In our paper crafting all-in bundle, I'm going to go over what's in that, and then we're going to have one more giveaway before we go.
One more.
So, one more giveaway. So in our paper crafting bundle, you get our Pro Paper Trimmer, which is the best paper trimmer in the whole world. You've got your self-maintaining blade. You've got your LED light that lights your cut line. You've got your storage drawer where you could hide snacks and candy from your family. Then you get the bag, of course, that goes with it. That will fit your Pro Paper Trimmer. It will also fit your crease scoring board, which when you use the reverse scoring rule, you can score in any direction. It doesn't matter. You can score with the grain, against the grain, up, down, any of those things, and it doesn't matter. It's the best scoreboard out there. Then it also includes our Glow Basic. So it includes our LED light board, our Glow Basic with the cutting mat, and then it also includes the tote bag to carry that. And then it also includes the glass mat, which I lost. It's up here. The tempered glass mat.
On your
I have so many things. I have so very many things. It includes the tempered glass mat, which is a great mixed media mat that's clear and translucent, and you can use it on top of your light. So you can do inks, paints, glues, alcohol inks, gesso, Mod Podge, any of that stuff right on here. It cleans up really nice. It will also take the heat of an iron or an embossing gun right on top of your light board. So those items are included in your all-in paper crafting bundle. Oh my gosh, that's so much stuff. That is so much stuff for such a great, great price.
And your table is full.
My table is full. My studio table craft room is ready to make any project with all this stuff. I can do paper crafting, I can do quilting, I can do anything. So make sure you guys go to CutterPillar.com and use that special live coupon code Black Friday, which is actually an additional discount on top of our regular people Black Friday coupon code. You get an extra 5%. So make sure you use Black Friday as your coupon code. So we have one more giveaway.
Lynn says that paper trimmer cuts like butter.
It does.
I love that.
It does cut like butter. It really does cut like butter. It really, really does cut like butter. It is amazing. And it cuts up to 110-pound cardstock. And it's the smoothest. It's just the smoothest that you can find. It is just amazing. It is just the best thing, honestly.
And I love that you've had it for so long and you've not had to replace the blade like that.
I've had it for 8 years. I have worked for CutterPillar for 7 years. I met Jack, and some of you may have met Jack as well. I met Jack and his wife at a Scrapbook Expo, and I got one 8 years ago. And I saw him at another show, and they're like, he was like, we're looking for. They stole me like we stole you, Bethany. And I've been working here for 7 years because of that paper cutter. It is amazing.
That's awesome.
Super amazing. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna get your fingers ready to do the drawing again. So as we're doing this, we're gonna do one more drawing. If there's any other questions anybody has, please do not hesitate to ask. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So let's do this. Put a number 3 in there if you are hoping for the holidays that either you get yourself or somebody else gets you a crafting tool. Because I hope so. I have these, but I feel like I need more.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I have these here at the office. I don't have them all at my house. I feel like I need to get some at my house too. All of them at my house. So put in a number 3.
Look
if
at
you
all
want
those
some
number
sort of
3s rolling in.
Look at all those number 3s. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
She loves her Pro. I love it.
Yes. I love my Pro.
Premium.
If you love the Pro but don't have as much space, go to our website. We have a crop paper trimmer, which works the exact same. It just takes up half the space. That's on sale as well. So go find that. So here we go. So one of our lucky winners is going to. What are they going to get?
We didn't even tell them. They're dropping threes and they don't even know what they're going to get.
They don't even know. They don't even care. They're just happy to win something. Yay!
I don't even know what you're going to get.
Okay, so we are going to give away. We're going to do two. We're going to do two.
Oh.
2 different winners. So 2 lucky winners right now. So the first winner is going to receive our mini.
Whoa. I'll hold it up.
Our Glow Elite Mini with the cutting mat. With the cutting mat. Our Glow Elite Mini with the cutting mat. I love this thing so much. It is so dainty
I put this in my
too.
lap while I'm sewing.
Yes, it's the best thing. I love that. So if you're the lucky winner that we call your name, you need to send me an email to melody@cutterpillar.com with 2 E's, MELODEE @cutterpillar.com with your shipping address so we can get you your Glow Elite Mini as your prize with the cutting mat. And the winner is Jackie. Yay! Jackie, I want to say your last name, but I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. So Jackie, you win. Thank you, Jackie. We're very excited for you. Now, one more winner for the day is going to win our Glow Basic.
Ooh.
Which is about twice as big as the Glow Mini. It's about half the size of the Glow Ultra, but it's twice as big as the Glow Mini. So this one is amazing too. It is sturdy enough to use in your lap. It has to be plugged in, but the cord comes with a wall block as well as a USB port. So you can plug it into a laptop or the airplane video screen if you need to make it portable. So that our Glow Basic. So whoever is lucky enough to win our Glow Basic, send me an email at melody@cutterpillar.com with your shipping address and the prize that you won. And we will get that sent out to you. So the lucky winner of the Glow Basic is Kelly J. Yay, Kelly
Congrats,
J.
Kelly.
Congrats, Kelly. Now, if there's any other questions that y'all may have, please let us know. We're happy to stay as long as you guys have. Kelly J, when you send me your email, I will tell you how to do that. We do have extras of those. They're not available on the website right now, but we can get you some extra ones. So go ahead and when you email me your address for the winner. Thank you, Brian. I am so excited for you to have the Glow mat. Yay! You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But yeah, Kelly J, remind me that in the email and I'll tell you how we can do that for sure. We want to thank you guys all so very, very much for joining us this afternoon for over an hour. We went over an hour again, as we tend to chitty chat a little bit, but that's okay. We love that. If there's any other questions, we are more than happy to answer those before we go. We're looking. If you have any questions, please feel free. Lynn, I wish that if you're talking about the Scrapbook Expo again, we wish that would happen as well. We really do. We wish that would happen as well.
I want to remind everybody real quick, if you're not following us on Facebook or Instagram or signed up to our newsletter that we send out, like you really need to, especially this time of year. We're doing so many different deals and things through Black Friday. We have some stuff coming out for Cyber Monday, and I cannot begin to tell you the fun that Melody and I have been planning for our 12 days of Christmas starting in December. So we are doing a lot behind the scenes and we want you to be aware of it. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, sign up for our email newsletter on the website. You need to be involved so you can get the best deals of our products like our Black Friday deal today.
Yes. So make sure you go to CutterPillar.com for the Black Friday deals. Bundles are already on sale. Use coupon code Black Friday for that additional discount. You guys at the live get the additional secret discount if you use that code. There is a regular Black Friday discount, but we don't even have to talk about that here because you guys are in the live. So you get the extra discount if you use Black Friday as your coupon code. We so very appreciate you all. Thank you guys all so much. If there's any other questions, please post them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to answer that before we head out of here. We really, really appreciate it. Join us all.
Brian just commented and said, your company is the best with customer service. I love that. We love to hear that kind of feedback. Thank you.
We appreciate that. We really try. We really try.
Carla,
we can't always do everything, but we really, really try. Yeah.
Carla, you can go to CutterPillar.com to place an order.
Yep.
So we just dropped the link in the chat for you.
Yep.
Lynn, thank you for
CutterPillar.com.
participating today. We appreciate you being here, having fun with us. We love it when you guys engage with us when we do these lives. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Lynn's gonna make a paper crafter out of me.
we're gonna bring you to the dark side and make you paper craft because you need another craft to do. We're gonna get
I
you
need
there.
one more thing to do.
You're gonna be making your own mini albums any minute now, for sure. Thank you guys all so very much for joining us. We are going to take off, I think, for the day, and you'll find us again. Bethany and I will be back.
Yes.
Or Bethany or me or CutterPillar or all of us. And we really love doing this and being able to chat with you guys. So like Bethany said, follow us on all the things, get signed up for our email news. We do have a lot of fun things coming up for December. Yeah. We've got 12 days of Christmas coming. We've got Cyber Monday. We've got lots of fun. So thank you all so very, very much. We really appreciate it. We'll see you all again soon.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you guys.